What's poppin'?
Hey, what's going on, man? I
Good.
came up because you guys were talking about a woman's appetite and everything, and
Yeah.
Beans was correct when he said that women are hoes or sluts or prostitutes. Now, my opinion on it is all women are hoes or sluts. The thing is, they're supposed to be a slut for their husband, not for 50 different dudes. That's where they mess up.
Hmm. So you agree that women have a high sexual prowess and appetite?
They do, but they're not supposed to. I
But they
understand now. I'll give you an example. A lot of guys talk about we don't know what a woman's body count is, right? We don't know if she has a high body count. And I agree with that. But there are some things that you can do to give you some ideals. For example, if 5, 6, 7 minutes in and she's not coming, more than likely she's a hoe. Because if you remember, women that have one or two bodies, they're mentally connected to the other guy. They really like the guy, so it's easier for them to come. If they have had 25 dudes, now a guy can't override this. You can't overpower, a hoe and make her come. But in general, if she's in a short period of time, if she's not coming, then she's had many guys.
Caesar, where did you get this information?
That is
Where
not
did you get this
factual.
information
That-
from?
Okay.
listen, I'ma
Let's
tell you,
mine it
first
out.
of all,
Let's mine it
I'ma
out.
tell you
Let's
from
mine it
somebody's
out. Okay.
experience. That's
Let,
factually
let's
not
let's go
true,
with
bro.
it. How many women say they don't come when they mess with dudes? Do they not say that all the time?
Yes, they do.
Why?
I
Why
guess
do you
so.
think that is?
Because niggas have no
What's up, Brittany?
stroke game.
Oh,
We're
Niggas
not
when they
talking about
ain't
games.
oh,
They're
hold
fucking
on.
right now. They're in the bedroom. They're
You
fucking.
you didn't
So
listen
the
to what I
game is
just said.
they've already
You
passed the
didn't
game.
Caesar. Niggas don't have a stroke game. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then that's why you're getting those results.
What?
Hold on, number two. I'll tell you,
Okay.
hold on, number two. One thing
Crazy.
that you learn when you're a youngster, what do 18, 19-year-olds do? 17-year-olds. We fucking jackhammer. Like it's multiple reasons why, bro.
Yeah, I do.
Another thing, niggas suck at foreplay. Like it's so many levels to that shit. Like to just say, oh, I'm supposed to just put it in there and in 5 minutes you supposed to come. That's wild, bro. Like,
Yeah.
So you're saying that a 18, 19-year-old woman expects the same thing as a 29-year-old woman?
big dog. Actually, I would say they expect less. But what I'm telling you is,
I'm talking
at
about
that
sexually.
age,
I'm talking about sexually. Do you
yeah,
think an
they expect
18-year-old woman
more.
expects all that foreplay?
No.
Most 18-year-old women ain't coming because they
Wait,
getting
so
jackhammered.
Again, if they are not, then they've already had 50 different dudes.
Okay,
We
but no,
know
no, no.
that
Listen to what I'm
women.
telling you. A lot of the
Okay.
reason why they aren't is because at 18 we are fucking jackhammers. We are literally in there and trying to hit it as hard as we can for as long as we can. And when you
wait.
get older, you find out, hey, that's not the way you're supposed to fuck.
So,
Have you ever heard a woman say, "This guy has a big dick, but I was still not able to come"? Have you ever heard that before? Have you ever
Yup,
heard them
Hell
because
no,
say,
you
I ain't never
I
have
heard
need to be
that.
no
mentally
Hell no.
connected to them"? Have you heard them say that before? I say a pause. I say a pause.
No, you can't pause that one, Caesar.
all right, let me ask a couple questions, then I'm gonna get Brittany in real quick. So, Caesar, if she had a
Yeah.
baby, does that change anything?
At 18 or at 25
25.
or just in general?
Yeah, does a babe like just pushing a big ass kid out? Does that change anything?
I think so.
In
I
what
think
way?
it
So
does.
if she doesn't come, it's cool.
I think it changes in the female's hormones.
But I'm saying though,
I
if
do
she
think-
doesn't come, I'm saying though, if I have sex with her, she had a baby, and she doesn't come, what can I deduce from that?
When I was saying, you can deduce that I say this is about 90%. There's a 10%, just like I said with the guy, that he can overpower, he can make a hoe come. There are guys that can do this, so it's not 100%, but the probability of a woman that has one body and you're hitting it for 30 minutes and she's not coming, that's not likely. More than likely, because she's going to be connected to you because she likes you, because you're the first one or second guy, she's going to come.
I got a question here, please. Hey, so if she comes quickly, is she not a hoe?
If she comes quickly, is she not a hoe?
Yeah, you have
if
to
the
say
opposite is true. Yeah, if the opposite is true.
Again, if you're in that 10%, you can overpower this. But to go in saying, "Oh, we can never know if a woman has a whole bunch of bodies," I don't think that's necessarily true.
Caesar, I don't think
You know what's funny about this, Ham?
Caesar, wait, I don't think he thought this one through.
I'm looking at the comments and I'm starting to see what women are talking about. This shit is nuts.
Damn.
See, this is the problem that I have. This is the problem that I have. Is because you have a lot of guys that just they read off of whatever a woman says and they take it for gospel. You're the type of dude that believes all women and everything. All men are lame. All men are this. All men are that. Just because a woman said it. If a woman was having sex with a guy for 2 years and then they break up and she gets mad and she says, "Oh, he has a small dick," you're the first one to be like, "Oh yeah, he can't fuck. He has a small dick." Not the fact that she didn't have any problem 2 years ago.
Caesar. You just said that women tell you that niggas with big dick don't make them come.
No, I said they have said that before. I said they have said that.
All right, let's do this. Let's do this for real quick. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. We have a lady on the panel. Brittany B was popping. Everything, man. From what I heard and around here, you a legend in these streets. So salute to you, man. I'm humbled by your presence. You feel me?
Thank you. I'm just a regular person. Just a union girl. That's it. That's all. I ain't nothing. I just came up here because this was a crazy conversation.
Yeah,
and Granville don't got no shirt on.
He wilding, man. The ladies are saying I have double standards because when the ladies come up, if they have like cleavage or shoulders out, I ask them to put like a shirt on.
That's
so now they
season.
Yeah, indeed. So now they're like, why Granny get to be naked?
Yeah, like, that's nasty.
It's a double standard. It's nasty.
Yeah, that's nasty. That's nasty work. Shirt on. Anyway, I was about to say something, but Tommy had already said it, and I'm already confused. So I don't know. I just figured y'all having.
Let's clear up your confusion.
No, I can't. It's too much. That everything about that conversation. What Mr. Powell.
Okay, let's do this. What was the most confusing thing?
The whole thing.
The portion of. Hold on, CJ. Please. You got new headphones. Your shit is open, nigga. You're trying to show off. So, Brittany, do you think that's true? Where if she doesn't come in the first 7 minutes, she's a hoe?
I don't know. I don't speak about the bedroom toxics on panels, so I wouldn't even engage in a conversation about vagina and sexual activity amongst men on a panel. So I don't even know about that.
So what? So how you gonna talk? So what did you want to talk about?
I wanted to tell Granville to put a shirt on. No lie. And then when he started talking, then Tommy already answered the question. Hey, if that's what he think, go for it, buddy. I don't know nothing about that.
Can I ask Caesar something here?
Yeah, I just want to. Okay, Brittany. All
right. Somebody said the topic is about this. I know I came up here to tell Granville to put his shirt on, and the fact that he didn't answer my text.
So Caesar, because apparently I believe all women in everything that they say. If I was to sit down with the woman and inquire what she likes and what could make her get there, would that make me foolish? Especially
Yes.
if I
Yes.
do what she says and it gets her there.
You guys are already together, or you're just asking a coworker or a friend, hey, what type of guys do you like, or what do you like in the
No, if
bedroom?
I'm dealing with a female, I want to how I personally do, because all women are different. This is another thing that I thought that you learn when you get older, is all women are different and they get there differently. So that's a conversation that I generally have with women that I'm with, is what gets you there, which is why I probably don't have that issue. So, because yes, women have different things that will get them there. Some is this, is that. I'm not going to go into all the details, but it's different. Okay, so you just basically said I would be foolish to sit down to figure that out.
No, not just if you're with your girl and y'all talk about what she likes. There's no problem with that. We're just talking about if you met a girl at the club. That's what I'm talking about. Not you having, you've been with her for 3 months or whatever.
So 9 times out of 10, if you meet a girl at the club and you taking her home to smash that night, she's probably gonna be a hoe. So that's why generally I thought we was talking about somebody you trying to have a relationship with, because if somebody's carrying themselves as far as like not having a lot of bodies, you probably not picking her from the club and smashing her that night. And in a lot of those cases, yes, it would be hard, because I mean, I guess technically you say it's a connection, but if I'm picking you up from the bar and I'm going home and smashing, ain't really that connection there, because you don't have like
what percentage of women you think don't have a high body count?
Oh man, okay.
Bro, I couldn't even tell you. I don't do the percentage.
Guess. An estimated guess. Hypothetically, what would you say?
I honestly, bro, I don't do the percentage game, so I couldn't tell you. Like I don't. That's just how I operate. I mean, you can throw a number out there, and
in order to do a percentage, when you have to know all. So.
Exactly. Like,
what is the question?
I don't know how.
No, you do not have to know all.
I don't know how women in Idaho get down, or Minnesota, or
percentage of women being hoes.
So are you saying that you don't understand women's nature? Is that what you're trying to say?
No, what I'm saying is, okay, I'm from California. Yes, girls in California move a certain way. They don't move the same way as, say, girls like when I was in Texas. They move a different way. So what I'm saying is,
do they fuck in California?
You say that again?
Do they fuck in California?
Nah, we just jerk off. Like, come on, dog. What do you mean? Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter if they're in Idaho or California or New York. It don't matter.
But what I'm telling you is it does, because they move. Let me give you a perfect example, Caesar. When I was in the military, dealing with chicks that came from small states like Idaho's, your North Dakotas and shit,
be easier.
That shit was way different than dealing with a chick from like a New York or California. They move different.
They easier.
Exactly, Hamp. That shit was game time. So what I'm telling you is, again, if I'm not in these, I don't know how they move in those places. So it'd be hard for me to give you a percentage.
What's the difference when they're laying on their back? What is the difference between California and Idaho? What is the difference when you got them on their back?
The accent. The accent.
Like I don't understand. Like what are you talking about? They move differently.
Well, Tommy, you forgot he said all women is hoes.
Yeah.
So you gotta.
I said that all women, they're supposed to be hoes for their husband. They're not supposed to be hoes for 50 different dudes. That's what I said.
But I guess. Well, but the acknowledgement is this, though, right? Caesar's Palace, do you agree that Tommy said you have to learn to navigate a woman in order to have her, to sexually stimulate her properly? Do you agree with that sentiment or no?
I hate to use that S word, but we know that there are guys, the 20% guys out here that don't have to do all of that.
No, to get her sexually, like,
yes, that's what I'm saying. There are some that's why I didn't want to say the S word. Well,
Are they a minority? Are they a minority of men that can just get every woman off?
No, I mean it is a minority of men that can do this. Yes, that is true.
So for the majority of men, you have to learn a woman's body to properly please, and I think she got to learn what you like too, right? I think it's a two-way street, 100%.
Not if she has one or two bodies, but of course you are going to have to do that if she got 25, 30, 40 bodies. Because if you ask an older woman, ask HQ, ask any of the women that are 35, you ask them what they like now, what they like when they were 18, 19, 20, I can guarantee they're going to say it's different things.
Okay. But so Caesar, here's the problem with that, Caesar. Usually at 18, 19, most women don't even know their body to even give you that answer.
Doesn't matter. As long as they coming, that's the only thing that matters.
He's saying all it is just strokes. Go ahead, Brittany.
I can't. I lost it. I'm just. He just said it doesn't matter if you don't know your body, but he's saying it don't matter as long as they coming. But how would you even know you're doing anything if you don't know?
If she's coming, the proof is in the pudding. She just came.
See, it just so here's the thing, right? The first time having sex with a woman, right? It should be pleasurable for both sides. But what I've experienced is the orgasm from women get more intense the more they know you. So if I bring her home from the club, right, the likelihood of her orgasm being as intense until we start kissing on the lips is gonna be different.
I agree, but that's changing if she changes, if she comes at this level or she comes at a higher level to a man, it's irrelevant. Okay. She just the game is done. The job is done. She's happy, you're happy.
Man.
So I here's some of the stuff that I've heard from women on like how guys miss the point, right? One of the biggest ones is they'll be in that spot and then they'll change up. They'll have that rhythm and then they'll change the rhythm. Like I'm an inquisitive person, so I'm not scared to ask these questions. So I've actually heard these things from women. And so I guess that's why I'm kind of asking, because if some of these women can even explain to you what happened, then that's kind of telling you that the guy's doing something wrong. So if the woman is telling you, oh no, we was right there, but then you switch positions, or oh no, you was right there and then you changed your whole stroke, or like that's a thing. So now I'm starting to just grasp that just guys aren't even asking questions anymore. They just think they just supposed to go at it, and then it's just supposed to automatically, you feel me, fireworks, I guess.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Why do you think women stay with guys that don't ask those questions, or they don't try to learn as much, but they stay with them for the next 2-3 years? Why do you think they do that?
That nigga's a placeholder.
Well, because a lot of them don't know no better. Like, if that's what they're used to, then it's nothing. It's nothing to. Because
why should men change things? Why should men change?
Wait a minute, hold on, Caesar. To your point, though. That's why a lot of women that have experience have problems, because if they've dealt with a man, they know how to get them there. That's the bar that you got to reach now. And if you don't reach that, then that nigga that got them there is always going to be on the brain.
That's what me and Granny was talking about earlier.
That's what we was talking about. And to say your point, Caesar, hold on. Answer this question. Answer this one question so I can get clarification. So you're talking about why did she stay there with that guy for 2 to 3 years? Is she sexually satisfied in that situation?
If old dude was saying if she's not happy with his sex, I'm saying why does she stay there 2 to 3 years if she's quote unquote not happy with his sex?
Because she may like him for other fucking reasons, and she might be trying to work through this shit.
Wait, who is he talking about though?
We
just making somebody up at this.
They literally have grown women, Caesar, that have never come before, right? And so they literally don't know any better. And so
No,
I'll just put it like this: certain guys
I mean, according to him, they're hoes. That's why they're not coming, because they're hoes.
Yeah,
that shit was crazy.
The thing about it is that nigga's serviceable, right? He got other attributes that are attractive, and then the sex is serviceable. I mean, that's what
if that is the case, then why should the man change it? I've been in here for 2-3 years, she's cool, I'm cool. Why should the man have to do even more then?
Damn. So
you like me for all these other things.
So I just because it's funny, like when it's interesting, not funny, right? So in having sex with like a decent amount of women, right? And I had sex with women I knew were outside considerably,
right?
But then if they orgasm though, then I'm like you see what I'm saying? I'm thinking about this one girl in my head right now. I know she was outside, but when I got to her, she was pleased. You know what I'm saying? So then, how does that work? Is that just is that just all like there's men that you could potentially please a woman, doesn't negate her bodies, but if you can please her,
yes,
we can assume that it doesn't have bodies. It's hard. Like,
are we working with
this is why I say it's the 90%. There are guys that can override that and can make a woman that's a hoe come. That's 100%. That is true. But I'm just talking about what the majority of women, if they don't have a high body count, and if you look at the stats too, because we've been through the stats before about if a woman has 1 to 5 after 10 years of marriage, she's happier. That means happier with everything, the sex, the life, just in general.
Let me tell you what the truth is. The truth is, Caesar just made that shit up. He know what the fuck. Y'all niggas believing this bullshit.
Really?
He ain't got no stats, no fucking research. He just coming out with shit out of his ass. And this
okay,
what the old niggas
okay.
do.
Let me ask you a question.
No,
let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
For women, does it matter if they use the rose all day, every day? Does that change things? When I say all day, it's not 100%, but you know what I mean. If they're using the rose all the time, does that or does that not desensitize them at some point in time? Have you heard that before?
I mean, yeah, but
it might be. I don't know, bro. I don't have research. You can't just say shit and just think it's true because we said it.
Did a bitch hit the panel and come and answer the question? Wow.
Like, we don't know.
I would like the women to come on the panel.
No, you don't want No. They're not gonna talk to you, nigga. Cause somebody, one of the ladies, answer this one question. I have a question for you right now. It's a little personal, but I have a question.
Hey, question.
Yes, sir.
I don't know
if a hoe, I mean, a woman is an escort or a prostitute. Have you or have you not heard women don't like to be called porn stars or hoes or prostitutes, even if that's their job, but that's what they want to do?
Yes, I heard that before.
Okay, so it's like just because, to be honest, I really don't understand where I'm wrong here.
Oh, I thought you was gonna say you don't know where you're going.
There's no correlation.
No. I know where I'm going. It's just that just because a woman says this is not. Say what?
All right, let's do this, Devin. Let's get a new stream of thought in for Caesar's Palace. Maybe Devin's stream will resonate with him. Devin, what were you saying?
There's no correlation between the two. He wants to draw it because he's saying they're desensitized to the sex, but if there's a number of guys that can overpower it, I just don't think you can draw the correlation. It's not safe to draw the correlation.
If there is a desensitized, then how can you say there's not a correlation?
Because
that doesn't mean you can't still come.
Yeah, but
or she can't still come.
But look at the example you use. You said if she was using the rose, that's not a body. She could be desensitized due to like abstaining and using the rose. So you really can't say she's a hoe because of her being desensitized. So and then the other factor of the guys being able to overpower it is not a safe. It's not a safe conclusion to draw. I'll say.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Okay, repeat that. It's not a safe conclusion.
Caesar, this like I could masturbate 100 times a day. Vagina is vagina. You know what I'm saying? And so
or put it like this, man. Put it like this.
But one second time, even this part though, right? Even this part, even what Devin said, right? She could not be a hoe, but be if you believe in the desensitization. Is that a word?
Whoa!
It's hard to say that shit.
Desensitization from the rose, then she's still not a hoe. She just desensitized from using toys.
Yeah, but that the other guy, he put those two together. I didn't put those two together. It was a separate. The rose was a completely separate thing from being a hoe.
I'm just saying, did put those two together. No, he did.
Yeah, because it leads to the same thing.
No, I was saying that if I was asking a question about the rose and how it desensitizes a woman. Like you can have a woman with one body and a rose will still desensitize her.
Yeah.
So you got to separate it.
But you can't. So your argument is moot. So your argument is moot. It's moot because if the rose desensitized her, she not a hoe. So she desensitized.
Okay, but there's a couple different points here because if the rose desensitized her, that means that all y'all that keep blaming it on these guys can't fuck, like it. What if it's not the guy then? If she's desensitized, why are you still blaming on the guy?
Let's do this. Let's get one more response from each person that wants to respond to Caesar's Palace, and I want to ask some questions about the topic specifically, not so much the body count and what makes him a hoe or not per se. Go ahead, Tommy. You on mute.
So what if you're talking to somebody who actually learned how to perform by asking
the woman or the guy?
Figuring this stuff out, the guy. Because that's what I'm saying. Like, because I'll put it to you like this: me at 18 ain't got shit on me today. It's a whole different monster. So a woman dealing with me at 18 would have had a completely different experience than dealing with me now. So that shows me that one, it was probably me back then. And number two, that it can be learned on how to perform. And I mean, shit, I'm trying to edit this shit, but to learn how to perform. You get what I'm saying? So if you're talking to people who've actually who came from a situation where they can now look back and go, I didn't know what I was doing back then, to now I do, then for me, that's telling me that, okay, this is something that you can learn. But in your head, it seems like you just think you just come out of your mama knowing how to do it, and if it doesn't work, then it's her fault.
Can you not know how to do it and still make a girl come?
Probably not, to be honest with you.
With
really? Wow.
I'm not
the other guys, do y'all agree with this? Y'all agree with this statement here?
If you're saying,
I'm not going to say it's impossible, but it's pretty close to it. And the reason why I said it is because, again, there's a way of doing this. And it sounds like in your head, there isn't a way of doing it. I just stick it in there and you come. Listen, you look like you're around my age. This is why it's blowing me away, because I'm like, there's a way to do it. And it's not just putting it in there. Like, there's literally a way to do this.
Didn't one of you guys say that all women are not the same? So why are you trying to say all women need to be treated? Oh, you got to learn how to bubba this, bubba that. It fucks up the point. All women are not the same. So you don't need to learn her and this and that for her to be happy. Would you agree with that statement?
Can I get my time in real quick?
Hold on.
Yeah, go ahead.
Would you would you agree with that statement?
All women are okay. Let me answer the question, because I want to get out. I want to get off of this kind of. So yeah, all women are not the same.
So that means his argument is moot again, because you can't say somebody is a hoe if it takes them long to come. If all women aren't the same, it don't make sense.
No.
But what I wanted to say was, change my name back to regular CJ, and Devin, stop calling me baby voice in the chat, motherfucker.
I didn't say it today.
Baby voice is crazy.
That's hilarious. Somebody
he sound like a baby.
Boondocks,
all right, man. Hold on. All right. Like, she's like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. Let me read these super chats real quick.